everybody, it's Emily at Arc Schooling, and it is time to choose my July TBR. Normally I pull from my TBR jar to get prompts, but since we are like at the halfway, or like just past the halfway point of the year, I was looking back on my Instagram where I take pictures of my TBR each month, and I was just like, there's some books that I wish I had read, and I want to try to go back and get to those. So this is going to be like a catch-up TBR month where I go back and attempt to read things that I missed from each month so far this year. Before I get into that though, I want to talk about what we're going to be reading for book club. So let's start there. So in the month of July, the ARG Booked Book Club will be reading As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow by Zulfa Katu. This is a story set in Syria during the war, and we're following a character who I think is going to become a refugee, or she's trying to find a way out to escape. I think there's some kind of a magical element because I've heard of this compared a lot to The Book Thief. So I think there's going to be some kind of like interesting narration or something. I'm not sure. But I am just like really excited to read this. This is a book that I've heard rave reviews about, and I've been wanting to read it for ages, so I'm excited that I get to read it with you guys. So I hope that you will pick it up and read along with Tanya and I. We have a Discord where we can chat about this book in real time as we read. And we also will have, of course, our live show discussion where we'll meet on this channel and we'll discuss the book together in person. And you can join in and chat along with us as we talk. And that's going to be on the first Saturday of August. So I hope you will read this with us. I'm very excited about it. So looking over my TBR, there are a few books that I was like, why didn't I get to that? Or I should have gotten to that. So let's I knew that was going to happen. So back in January, I had hoped to read No Crying in Baseball, The Inside Story of A League of Their Own. This is by Erin Carlson. A League of Their Own is one of my all-time favorite movies. Like, I've seen it so many times, I can basically recite it from memory. It's my comfort movie. So I wanted to read this and get a little inside information about it. And like, there's pictures in here from the filming of the movie, about like the historical pictures they had in the movie of the players, both in real life and from the movie. And I just think it'll be a really interesting read. I've discovered that I love reading books about my favorite movies. So I'm hoping to get to that. In February, I was supposed to read Human Monsters, edited by Sadie Hartman and Ashley Sawyers of Nightworms, and I didn't get to it. This is a collection of short stories from a huge variety of authors. Like, there's a lot of authors in here. There's a story in here by Nat Cassidy that I'm super excited to read. There's Laurel Hightower, C.S. Humble, Stephen Graham Jones, Caroline Kepnes, Josh Mallerman. So there's a ton of authors in here. Lots of short stories. I do love a good horror short story collection, so I've been wanting to get to this, so I'm going to try to make that happen. In March, when we had Middle Grade March, I had The Vanquishers in my stack by Kaylin Bayron. I've been wanting to read more of her writing, so I was hoping to get here and I didn't, so it sounds like a good summer read, honestly. So I'm hoping to get to this. This is a middle grade story about vampire hunters. I guess it's a group of kids who have been idolizing the Vanquishers, a group of heroic vampire hunters who wiped out the last horde of the undead decades ago. Nowadays, most people no longer take even the most basic precautions against vampires. The days of garlic wreaths and early curfews are long gone, but Boog's parents still follow the old rules, much to their embarrassment. So I think we're going to find out that maybe the vampires aren't all gone. Maybe there's something that will happen. I don't know, but I think this sounds like it'll be fun. In April, I had Yellowface in my TBR by R.F. Kuang, and I don't know why I haven't read this. This was also a book that I said that I wished I had read last year. So like, this is the time. This is the month. I'm going to read Yellowface. I keep putting it in my TBR and I keep not getting to it. I have no excuses, honestly. It's not even like it's a long book, so I'm going to read this. This is a satire about a white woman stealing an Asian woman's book and like publishing it as if it was hers. And I'm just really interested to see what I think of it because I enjoyed the Poppy War. I've only read the first one in the series, but I really liked it. Then I'm kind of obsessed with Babel, and I really want to see what I think of this one. In May, I wanted to read James by Percival Everett, and I didn't get to it, and I really, really want to. I think this is going to be a new favorite for me. This is a reimagining or retelling of Huckleberry Finn, as told from the perspective of Jim, or James. And I love Huck Finn. Like, that's one of my absolute favorite classics. It's one of the only books that I actually read to completion when I was in high school because I was just like, I can't read it if he told me to. But that was such a good book that I actually did read it. And I've read it countless times. And so I really want to know what this is. Like, I feel like it's going to be a book that I love. So I'm hoping that I can actually make this happen this month. Then I have a couple things that have just been floating in every TBR. Like, I have still not finished this, and I'm getting mad at myself. This is Bloody Fool for Love, a Spike prequel by William Ritter. I am like 75 pages into this book, and I just can't seem to make myself pick it up, and I have zero reasons why. Like, I am enjoying this. It is good. It is compelling. I'm just not picking it up for some reason. So I really want to make myself finish this month. So this is a priority read because like I am baffled at myself right now. Why have I not gotten to that? I've been floating this the last couple of months, The Night War by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. It is a brand new release from April that I've been so excited about. Like, ridiculously excited to read this, and I have not picked it up. So really hoping to get to this month. Then it's also Summerween, so I'm gonna share my Summerween TBR here with you guys. So the first prompt is just to read a book in the dark, which isn't very specific for anything, so it's whatever. Then to read a horror novel, and I have several possibilities for that. Like, I definitely want to read Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay. I got this recently. This was a new release in June that this is my most anticipated book of the year, just about, and I cannot wait to read it. So like, I really want to get here now. So this is a strong potential, but also I really want to read Mayfly by C.J. Lead. This is a book that I've been wanting to get to forever, and I think I want to try to make it happen now. We're supposed to read a book with the night sky on the cover, and technically I could do The Vanquishers for that because this is a moon in the background and there's some sky. An argument could be made that Fantastic Land has some sky in it, but is it night sky? It kind of makes me think of dusk, but that might be a stretch. I need a book with 5 words or more in the title, and I have Mary, An Awakening of Terror by Nat Cassidy that I am absolutely dying to read. Like, this is a priority book because I really want to read this. I loved Nestlings so much, and I've been told that if I liked that, I will love this. So this has to happen. I also have This Skin Was Once Mine and Other Disturbances by Eric LaRocca that I would really like to get to. This is a collection of short stories about trauma and weirdness, and his books are always like so atmospheric and weird and disturbing and uncomfortable, but in a good way, and I just really want to see what I think of this. It takes place in the summer, and I don't know. I mean, The Vanquishers might work there too. I feel like Fantastic Land is a summery kind of story. It's set in an amusement park. Is it set in the summer? I don't know, but maybe. I've heard Mayfly is a summery read. I think it's also set in an amusement park. So like, I feel that this could work. But also, I want to read Death's Country, and it's set in hell. It's set I mean, it's like it's Hades, it's like, it's hell, which makes me think of summer. So would this work? I don't know, maybe. So like I have a lot of options, a lot of things that I'm hoping to read in the course of a very short week. I don't know how much of this I'll get to during Summerween, but whatever I don't hit that week, I'm still going to try to make happen because I want to read all the things. That is a lot already, but of course it's time to see what I'm going to be reading based on my 12 recommendations from 12 friends. So at the beginning of the year, you guys gave me some recommendations, and I've been reading one a month. We are more than halfway through, so it's getting, there's less things in here. So let me do a quick like dig. There's a couple things that I'm like legitimately nervous about pulling, but I'm kind of at the point where I just have to go with it because I mean I gotta read it eventually, right? So I have pulled The River Has Teeth, which I actually just bought. So I have it. I have a copy. This is by Erica Waters. I don't actually know what this is about. It's about girls going missing in the woods. This is, girls have been going missing in the woods. When her sister disappears, Natasha desperately turns to Della, a local girl rumored to be a witch, in the hopes that magic will bring her sister home. But Della has her own secrets to hide. She thinks the beast who's responsible for the disappearances is her own mother, who was turned into a terrible monster by magic gone wrong. Natasha is angry, Della has little to lose, and both are each other's only hope. So, all I know is this is YA. I'm intrigued. I really like the cover. It sounds interesting, so I'm going to hopefully read and enjoy this month. So thank you for the recommendation. So there you go. There you have it. This is my TBR for July. It's a bit ridiculous, honestly, but I want to read every single one of these books. So I'm very excited. And I'm about to drop everything. Oh no. Oh no. We're having a bit of a disaster. So it's ambitious, but what can I say? I just want to read all the things. I also will hopefully have more time this month because I'm wrapping up a big project. I'm hoping to take a few weeks off in between projects so that I can like just not work for a minute and do some other things. So that should hopefully give me time to really dig into all of this. So let me know down below in the comments what you have planned to read in July. If there are any books that you're like really excited to get to, I'd love to hear it. Are you doing Summerween? I would also love to know because it is like one of my favorite readathons all year. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Happy reading. Bye.